In this video, the day is upon us. It is bye-bye Foxanne, but what is that next to it? Remember Martin, who came to help? He helped with the windscreen and putting the engine back in Foxanne many years ago, what feels like. It's over 3 years ago now. Good to have a catch up with Martin also. Owns this magnificent RM, but yeah, this is it. Bye-bye Foxanne. Ta-ta. There goes Nino, the new owner, taking her away. He has owned many Reliants, and yeah, it's I think it's gone to the right home. And this RM is packing an MX-5 engine, which beautiful horn, lovely car, still shady as it was last time we saw it, but now packing MX-5 power. So that is the end of Foxanne, and finally I have a space. I can actually put Betty around here instead, and Oltcit will be next. We will be sending any parts they want from the spares car with this one, and then we can get rid of that. That's another space. Clear out all that junk, utter junk up the back corner, and yeah, we can actually get somewhere. But obviously we've got to finish this one first. But yeah, that was the end of Foxanne. Bit of a moment, I must admit, but I can't keep them all. There just is not space. So yeah, let's see what we acquire next, or maybe we'll just make use of the space we've got. Well, hello and welcome to another video that features light tinkering. Jobs today, the main one is going to be to take Giselle out and give her a wash and then put her away. I've got a car cover for her. We'll put her away for the winter, and we're going to see what the battery is like on the Oltcit. We've left this charging up. Good. So hopefully we can get some life out of the Oltcit, because I think the dream scenario would actually to put Giselle back here. This is going next week, so we can roll that forward, and yeah, we can play swapsies with various cars. That's the aim of the day. We also have the exciting world of windscreen wipers. Someone recommended these Hubnut wiper blades from Germany. They do conventional style, but controversially, especially for this channel, I've gone for the hybrid blades, which are part sort of aero and part old school, you know, like these ones where you got the all the little bits inside. So we'll see if they make a difference. They're going on the Berlingo, and well, we could probably do that now. It's probably the easiest job to start with, isn't it? If I demonstrate what's wrong with the Berlingo wiper blades. Pop the ignition on, give her a wash. Typically they're not making that much juddery noise now, but you can kind of see the passenger one especially leaves all manner of junk all over the place, and it's just terrible. That one judders badly, but this one actually judders as well. This is a Bosch, albeit it's a Bosch I nicked off the Toyota Camry. I fitted new blades to that, so we'll fit new blades. I also need to finish off the front end job on this, which got rather disrupted by rain yesterday. As you can see, the weather much finer today, so we'll see if we can do that as well. Typically I haven't got the tripod set up yet. Here we go, more fittings there, and there we go. Look, they even protect the rubber with this red strip. Don't worry, I'm not fitting fancy red blades. So like I say, not really my style of blade, but we'll see what they do. Well, I hate the look of them. Chunky black horrible plastic things. But what's the functionality like? They're also really fiddly to fit. So I didn't enjoy that experience. But shut up, Bella. That's certainly a better wiping performance, I think. So we'll see how those go. I'll report on them in service, but I don't like the look of them at all. I know the look of wiper blades is a stupid thing to get upset about, but I just like this look. And as for this Bosch one, I think I might fit that to a third car. Not that one, that's rubbish. That's the Quinton Hazel wiper blade. Cheap, nasty, horrible. Everything feels nasty about them. I might pop this one on Betty, because Betty's wearing 20 inches, and I think she's meant to wear 22s actually. So this might be the perfect size. Yeah, it's not massively longer. In fact, that's almost exactly the same size, but nonetheless, I think it'll make a very slight difference. Right, I think I'm going to carry on with the front end of Bella the Berlingo, because it's going to stay dry all day, and the drier the roads are, the better for when it comes to getting Giselle out. Well, where we left this yesterday is the grill fixings didn't want to come off, but I managed to encourage them somehow or another. And I'd started fitting this first new headlamp before all started going wrong. But what I've just noticed is the mounting for the grille has snapped off. That's going to be a problem. And I've just looked at the other headlamp for this side, which actually I think the reflector is almost just as bad on that one. So yeah, this is really becoming an issue, because how do you hold the grille in if the mounting tabs have snapped off the headlamps? Also, I've dropped a bolt down there that I need to try and rescue, but I've lost my pickup stick. I need to go and hunt for that. Workshop light with magnetic end on it. Also a good magnetic part grabber. So that one goes in here. But like I said, the big problem is going to be attaching the grille. I mean, the grille can't go anywhere when the bonnet's shut. You see, I've seen people say that's not how you use a ratchet, but if your ratchet's tight, it won't click, it'll just undo it again. So there we go. Of course, I'll have to go and get a headlamp alignment check after doing this. Oh, that one's going to be a struggle. Look at that. I should get a better ratchet, really. Or maybe a ratchet spanner is just the badger. Oh, jeepers. Almost sliced my finger open. Nice to know razor sharp panel edges are still a Citroen thing years after the Citroen Diane with its stainless steel bumpers. They rip your fingers apart a treat, they do. Blimey. There we go. And the last one is down here, behind the slightly mal-fitted grille. Right, try and get the grille to refit again. Oh, where does that bit go? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's as good as it's going to be holding, I'm afraid. I think I'm going to say I'm going to leave that one for now, because we're going to run into the same issues. So let's just ignore those issues. There's a bit of thing to do. These little trim clips go under here and like pinging off continuously. Remember those from my Peugeot 306 days. And then we've got the side light unit, for which we have an indicator bulb and indeed a side light bulb. Yeah, fiddly little things to try and do. This is almost a really good idea, but still, all this is so much easier than on the M59 Berlingos. But I completely redid the entire front structure. We have to line the sliders up and that. There we go. Two little holes there. There we go. Voila. Make sure we plug the headlamp back in. We haven't. And the little headlamp adjuster motor. There we go. So let's just do a quick system check. Keep an eye on that for me, will you? There we go. We have indicators. I think that even looks a bit better. Yeah, you can. I think you can. Even in this light, you can see a difference between the two headlamps. It's just dirtier because the reflector's dirty at the bottom. So long term, we will come up with a solution, but it may be I've actually got to buy brand new headlamps that haven't got these bits broken off. Irritating. Another thing I've got going on is this speaker isn't working, which is probably due to my shambolic wiring. We are listening to Dream of a Day by Density and Time. This is in the free music library. You may have heard it in some of my videos, but that's what the track is. Is that the right size? Yes. Right, let's have this speaker out and see what's in there then. Yeah, this is because I just stuffed these wires into there to try and make that work. And it turns out that was not a very good idea. Do I cut it off and try and remake it? I don't know. I haven't got anything that'll connect up to that. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I think it's probably Giselle time. I've tried something a bit different. I've talked often about Citroens, especially these Citroens, Giselle and Ellie, having issues with the fuel evaporating out of the carburettor. Giselle's actually been parked up here for quite a while, but I'm going to throttle the pump, see what happens. Ah, nothing. Which at least allows me to get oil pressure up. Oh, it's an interesting thump. Yeah, I've got some jobs to do on Giselle. Up she goes. But I think that's probably going to wait till the new year. The exhaust, as you can quite clearly hear, is one of those things. Another thing I keep forgetting to do is reattach this brake disc shield from behind this wheel. So we'll get that done after our semi-successful attempt to drive this car on 3 wheels. Well, I mean, we did it. I'm just not entirely sure all is well. The suspension still seemed to have far too much give in it for my liking. Didn't feel like it was fully maxed out. But nonetheless, we'll quickly get this done. And we can head off to the car wash. I've still got no water here, as I said in the last video, so I can't wash cars here, which is turning into an absolute pain. That situation should be getting resolved, but it is a problem at the moment. Bear with, let's just set you down there. Off with the wheel. There we go. And then I've got to try and remember how this brake shroud goes back on. I think it scoops up from down there. Oh yeah, there's a little tag there for that nut on the back. No, behind the disc is probably the way, isn't it, really? Better go and find the right Allen adapter. It's easy to do before I put these tiny little bolts where they should be. And I think you'll find it now won't want to balance on 3. Oh no, look at that. There is just the slightest bit of ground clearance under there. Can't even get my ratchet under it, but it is actually sitting on 3 wheels. But that is why we took the shroud off, because that is definitely too close for comfort. So let's jack it back up again so we can but yeah, they can do it. It is a trick these cars can do. But we'll jack it back up so we can get the wheel back on, and then we'll go give Giselle a wash. Oh, the novelty of this never wears off. Down she comes, back to normal ride height. What a clever system. So the wheel rolls around. That's one reason the handbrake's on the front wheels, because to get that up and down motion, the wheel has to be free to rotate. The same as it is on a GSA as a 2CV, in fact, which also has a very significant trailing arm suspension. Right, time for a wash. Well, it's not perfect. We've still got some impressions of dirt in the on the car, but it's a lot better than it was. We got most of the dirt off. Beautiful. Look at this shiny paint. So that'll do to park her up and put her away, even though I'm having second thoughts now because she's so nice to drive. But I want her to stay nice and come out on the nice days, which is a bit of a change in how I drive that car. So that means we're back in here, and we're trying to work out whether we can get the Oltcit running. I'm afraid I've already done a bit of filming, failed to get it to start, and I found the same exact problem we've had before. And actually I'm going to pop you just over here, because I want to use my phone, I think, to try and film this. I think it'll film it better. So here we go, multi-camera shooting. If we come under here, you can see this little check valve there. That should be down at the moment, but it's not. If I just try and pull it, I'll have to try and do this with both hands. Not really easy. Oh, there we go. That's the down position. That will allow fuel to flow in and fill the fuel bowls. As it fills these not weights, the opposite of weights, floats come up and push it in, and that stops the fuel flow. And then as the level drops again, it drops away and the fuel starts flowing again. But you can see the problem. I have to tap it to get it to do it. It isn't dropping down automatically as it should. So I think that is the crux of the problem. I'm not sure what we can do about that, but we definitely need to do something. I have sold this car as running and driving, and I don't think it's very fair for it to not be. But having said that, a bit of back and forth on it, Yeah, it just, every now and then it just sticks. That has been the constant problem on this car. And it might be because it's lack of use. It just hasn't seen a lot of use. It's not very high miles. It's only like 37,000 miles, I think, 50,000 kilometers. So it is very low in that regard. Now just got to reassemble everything correctly. And we'll put this thing back together. I've put the screws in a very specific order, so I know where they all go. Of course, that's what I think was wrong. But was I actually right? Let's find out. Ooh. Almost. Maybe needs a little choke. Yep, I think that's point proven. Oh, don't she sound sweet? Right, can't linger. Must move some other vehicles and rubbish. Hello, Happy. Oh, I've choked things up a bit out here, haven't I? We've got congestion going on. At the unit. I'll leave her running for a bit, get a bit more heat in the engine, see if she still smokes. I think Giselle's going to have to move back to make space for things to come out. So she's going to quickly turn into one of those farcical sessions. I can just use this space over here for now. Hi, Betty. Thank you, Giselle. I will even apply the handbrake. Now we need to try and get Ellie out. There we go. Oh, look at the state of this bonnet. Jeepers. Ellie really does know how to rust. And give her a bit of choke, a couple of pumps. She's run out of fuel, which I've run out of fuel. There goes the oil pressure light. She goes dry if you leave her parked up, same as Giselle. Fuel is starting to come through. Oh, I've missed this. Ellie can go over here, I think. There we go, leave her running for a bit on her almost dead engine. And we can go and get the Oltcit out of her. I think we've got a drag a Daihatsu engine out of the way first. Yes. I've decided life is going to be easier if we get Myrtle out as well, so we're running everything today. No, we're not. Myrtle is completely dead. Ugh. Tiny jump back to the rescue. Oh, almost. So it sounds like Myrtle needs a run anyway. So you charge up my jump pack. This high power thing I just got on eBay, it's been absolutely superb. There's the model number, I'm not even sure if they even do it. Actually bought with actual money. Oh, crusty old brakes. Well, we'll have to leave Myrtle running as well. The downside to the unit, everything gets absolutely filthy. I think Eddie can come off choke now. Now should be able to drag the engine out and get the Oltcit out. Here we go then, remove the handbrake. Hope it doesn't roll off. No, we're all good. We're a bit tight coming out, but I think we'll be alright. Oh. Nice and close. Don't hit tuck over there. There we go. Oh no, I just pulled the handbrake on. That was a mistake. I forgot the handbrake is seizing. Nonetheless, she's out. We can run a temperature now. Just got to work out what order things are going to go back in. Yeah, well, I'll arrange that. You don't have to watch it. But there we go. That's almost everything running. Right, what's going up the back? Well, that's about it for this one. Oh, hair's looking a right mess. Daihatsu, we hope to crack on with that next week. We are getting so close. We just need to replace the inlet manifold. Like I said, the Oltcit will be disappearing next weekend. And by the time you see this, Foxanne may have gone, may not. She's due to go very, very soon. But I'm going to go home in Bella again tonight. We'll see if her headlamps are any brighter once we get to darkness. And yeah, I'll have to leave Betty here again. My aim is, with all the rearranging, I mean, it'd be nice to get Bob inside. I'm not sure we're going to manage that, but I would like to be able to get Betty in. But of course, Betty's big, so that could present problems. But maybe we can rearrange. Once the good Oltcit's gone, we can start to look at getting the bad Oltcit gone. But yeah, Giselle's covered up to hopefully stop her getting quite so dusty. Because yeah, this is what happens if you just leave a car parked up here. It just gets covered in filth. Many apologies to the new owner of the Oltcit. It is an absolute state, but I've got no water here. There's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Yeah, I've seen signs today, but that situation will get remedied soon. I just don't know how soon. But yeah, there we go. That was faffing about in a unit and almost working on cars sort of a little bit. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnut stores to buy lovely merchandise should you wish. I've got some new stuff coming soon, very excitingly, and I'll see you in a future video. Farewell. Not an XR2 or a Visa.